Hello friends, a very warm welcome to Ansarkari. I am Vikas Bhardwaj. As you have seen that we have covered all important themes and sub-themes with respect to contribution of Weber and his remarkable and astounding contribution towards creating a very solid base for sociological theories. In that context, we have been talking about rationalization, and in rationalization we have taken up different elements, whether it is polity, whether it is law, whether it is religion, even city, and now we are discussing about the art forms. You'll be getting for sure a very important and a critical question on these sub themes. If you are able to attempt it in a smart way, then only there is a way for success. Let's hope so. So theme that we are taking up is rationalization as a cultural process which is shaping artistic expression. So rationalization is a process which is impacting and which is continuing artistic expression in a different way in different continents. So what Weber is taking place is in the Western society, and let's see how it is. So according to Weber, rationalization of music, if we see, then it is of the view that it was uniquely rationalized. You have to remember this key vocabulary, uniquely rationalized. And musical creativity is increasingly governed by routine procedures. Okay, routine procedures. You are repeating, and repeating, and comprehensive principles. That means there are some classic, there are some standard, there are some grammatical and other standards which you have to achieve. So the quote that is there is transformation of the process of musical production into a calculable affair. That is very important. Calculable affair operating with known means. That means you know exactly what you are talking, what you are doing, what you are, whether it is opera, whether it is certain other music, effective instruments and understandable rules. Very important three keywords: known means, effective instruments and understandable rules. And tension. So tension means like it's a positive thing, tension that we're talking about, a kind of a urja, a kind of an utsukta, a kind of, when we say in Hindi, it is a kind of a एक तरीके का khumar, tension. Music is an arena of expressive flexibility, and according to Weber, if it is reduced to a mathematical system, now he's not saying it is a mathematical system, but then the way he is seeing it, then we have to see that when it is routinized, when it is calculable, it becomes mathematical. So what it reflects a broader conflict between the expressive freedom, like the way we see in India today. We have a long tradition of folk music and even classical music. So according to Weber, when classical music is being practiced and being repeated, then it may be coming under his uh, theory of rationalization, otherwise it is not. And instrumental rationality. So instrumental rationality, that is what Weber is talking about, is the key to rationality. Rationalization in painting, when we say, so again, rational utilization of lines. Again, it becomes a kind of a calculable thing. And spatial perspective. Spatial perspective means that you are showcasing a landscape. Then in landscape also there is a measurable thing, and in architecture also it is like that. So spatial means if you are going to touch a painting, then you're going to feel the relief. It feels like that. So Renaissance art exemplified this shift. Systematic perspective and proportionality. You can Google and have a look at the paintings of Renaissance, which are humanistic, which are having perspective, which are having dimensions, which is more calculable. Art becomes technically precise and it becomes less spontaneous. This is what Weber is. Rationalization architecture, Weber highlights Gothic vault. You can see Gothic architecture in India in the British time period buildings. You can just Google and you can find in Bombay, in Delhi, in Chennai, and in some other big cities. You will find Gothic architecture as a rational innovation, because Gothic vault as a means of distributing pressure and roofing spaces of all means, all forms, does not occur elsewhere. That's what he says. It doesn't occur elsewhere. Architecture becomes a calculable science of form, function, and finally aesthetics. Form, function, and aesthetics. So Gothic style integrates engineering, sculpture, painting into a unified rational system. It's so huge, so big pillars, round pillars, and then you have vaulted roofs. This is what Gothic architecture is. You can see, just Google and you can see certain examples. So broader implications of rationalization, when we say that rationalization is not abstract, it is embedded in social structures, as we have discussed in our previous lessons also, and individual actions. There is a cultural rationality leading to structural transformation, and it is finally leading to change in the individual thought, action, and so forth. So Weber implies causal priority, causal priority of the cultural system of rationality. So he implies that when we are thinking in a certain way, when we are behaving in a certain way, it is a result of a systematic social transformation, a systematic social change. So cultural system of rationality, that's what maximum you can think of. So rationalization beyond art, when we say in religion and economy, we have discussed in religion, and we have given the comparative analysis also. We will be detailing in detail also very soon, but some ideas we have already given. So Protestant ethic, it is giving rise to capitalist rationality. Cultural values are shaping economic structure. So what is cultural value here? Protestant ethics. That means like Hinduism. If I say then Hindu culture, there are certain do's and don'ts in a family. They are different for a Baniya family to a Brahmin family to a other class family. Though all classes are having their own unique characteristics, and we are not discussing from the perspective of discrimination or being subjugation. We are saying from the perspective of where they live. So that's how it is. So rationalization links belief systems. That's what exactly I'm trying to convey to you. Why so many Baniya families or Marwadi families, they are only so much successful in the business front, because that is the acumen they are carrying, the belief system that they're carrying in their families. Jain families, even in Jains also, the Jains of Rajasthan will be different from Jains of Maharashtra. So even the warrior class of certain state will be different from warrior class of other states. So that's how it is. Yadavs of Bihar will be having certain deeper cultural roots which will be different from the one which are in, say, for example, in Haryana, or even Madhya Pradesh, or even South India. So that's how it is, and this is the same is true for other all classes also. So rationalization links belief system to institutional development. That's what we are trying to convey, and that's how the answer will be coming up. You have to bring these examples and certain more also. So key takeaways is that rationalization is a multi-domain process, whether it is art, whether it is religion, whether it is economy, whether it is law. It reflects the disenchantment of the world. That means you are doing your things in such a monotonous, and if I use a negative word, in such a calculable and such a bureaucratic way, that it reflects a kind of a disenchantment. That's what it's saying, and a term for that is, you know, Inzerburg. You just note down this vocabulary, and you please try to keep it in your mind. You may get in a short note or a question in the examination. Tension between formal rationality and substantive meaning is the central to Weber sociology. That's what we have been discussing, we have debated. And art forms serve as microsome, this is very true, of a broader societal rationalization. These ideas are very important when we see a question. We have tried to cover all the important themes in a minimum possible time, so that you do very well within a 150 words answer in the optional subject. And if you are even asking the personality test and otherwise also, you will be able to answer all the questions, because we have dealt with the concept in a very substantial way. So thank you very much, and see you soon in the next lecture. Always remember, consistency, clarity, integrity, and original thought is bound to bring you success. Thank you very much.